everyone, it's Bug-Eye Manny back at you again with a brand new video. And today I am reviewing the next chapter in the Star Wars saga, Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. Now, this is personally my favorite Star Wars film. I love everything, from the action, to the character development, to the music, to the look of the sets, to the darker tone presented in this movie. I love all of it. And it is a huge step up over Star Wars, the original, even though the original was a freaking classic movie and one of the best. This film is so well done, you know. It's a true sequel to the original, but puts all of the characters in so many new, exciting adventures, you know. It put them, but also the characters are put through a lot of hell in this movie. And the Rebels, unfortunately, don't win in this movie. The Empire wins. And that's very, very crazy because in the original, of course, the Rebels, they win their battle. You know, they destroy the Death Star. They don't win the war. They destroy the Death Star. They win the battle. And in this one, it's like the Empire have just completely destroyed the Rebels. And I think it's really, really cool to see our characters go on a adventure alone through space. And, you know, we've seen that in the first movie, A New Hope, but in this film, it feels like you don't know anybody. You don't even know Yoda at this point. So Luke is just going to Dagobah to meet this new character. Han and Leia are in space. We're alone. We're not near the Rebels. The Rebels are completely just dispatched. They're everywhere. They're gone, and they're all over the galaxy. And you know, our band of characters are nowhere near the Rebel base, nowhere near the Rebel groups. Sorry, and I think that's a really, really cool story. Now, of course, Luke Skywalker in this film goes through so much. He's still a kid, but he starts learning the Force in this movie. He starts becoming the Jedi that he was born to be. You know, Yoda teaches him, but he's reckless, you know. He doesn't listen. He thinks Yoda can't use the Force. When Yoda does, Yoda lifts a whole X-Wing out of, you know, the swamp, and that's a great scene in my opinion. One of the best scenes in the franchise when Yoda lifts up the swamp, lifts up I think the X-Wing out of the swamp. Great scene. That's why the prequels suck. You know, Yoda was magical before he used his lightsaber and jumped around like a bunny rabbit. And I'll get to the prequels, don't worry. But this movie is so good. Let's talk more about the beginning of Hoth. This film, right when you go in, feels so much more mature and darker. The sets, personally, in my opinion, the sets feel 99% more sci-fi compared to the first one. Now, Star Wars, it felt sci-fi, but it did have a problem. It did suffer from the 70s feel. Now, the movie was ahead of its time, but not like The Empire Strikes Back. The Empire Strikes Back could have come out today. That's how good it is. Star Wars, however, does feel sometimes like it's trapped in the 70s. You know, the Death Star, the design of the Death Star inside, you know, it's just hallways in a set, and you could tell they did not have a lot of money. But Hoth, however, you get this huge snow planet. You know, you get these big battles, you know, with the walkers. And right at the beginning, when you see Luke and Han on a Tauntaun, you're up for you're up for a ride, because this film is presented as a darker entry in the Star Wars saga compared to the original A New Hope. And I think it's very, very cool that Luke is kind of like a general now. He's working for the Rebels, and he's like the top leader for the Rebels. One of the top leaders, and Han Solo is as well. You know, after Star Wars, the original, they were given medals, and now they're heroes for the rebellion. And it's really cool, you know, seeing them do this work. And it's really weird viewing our characters on this snow planet, because the last time we saw them, they were so much younger, and they were on Yavin at the end of A New Hope. In this film, they're on a snow planet, and I just gotta say a million times, John Williams has a fantastic score. I really enjoy the score in this film. It's very sci-fi and a million times better than the score in the original Star Wars. Even though that score was amazing, this score is so good. It kind of sounds like Aliens, the Alien score, which is scored by James Horner. You know, it has the ding 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 like that. It makes you that music really makes you feel like you're on Hoth. You know, it gives Hoth its own personality. It gives these space battles their own personality, and you know the space, it gives it a personality. And I really really love this score that John Williams created, and I think it's a very very awesome score for Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Also, let's talk about the Empire. The Empire is so much more ruthless in this movie. They are freaking scary. The Empire theme is introduced in this movie. Darth Vader is like the main focus of the film. He does so much. He kills people with, you know, the Force choke. Awesome, awesome. He does so many things. You know, he tries to get Luke, you know, try to turn Luke to the dark side. It is revealed, spoiler alert, at the end that Darth Vader is Luke's father. Holy crap. And we get introduced to the Emperor for the first time. Now, I have the 2004 Special Edition. Ian McDiarmid is the Emperor. He's a great Emperor. But in the beginning, in the original Empire Strikes Back, Clive Revels was the Emperor. And it kind of felt weird. I kind of like Ian McDiarmid's portrayal a lot more, but a lot of people will disagree with me for some reason. But Ian McDiarmid is the Emperor, and you know, people need to just shut up, because it would make no sense. Why would you still have the old actor playing the Emperor? People are dumb. People are really dumb. But also, we meet Yoda in this film. You know, Yoda is one of the best characters of all time. He is presented first as, you think he's going to be a comedy relief character. You think he's going to be this, he's funny, he's bouncing, he's all over the walls. Look at him, look, he's eating Luke's food. But then later on, I love how they do this. One of the best scenes in the whole movie. It is revealed that this little tiny creature is in fact the mysterious Jedi Knight that Luke was looking for, Yoda. And I think this was really, really cool. You know, Luke, Luke's cocky. You know, he's just too impatient, and that is a path to the dark side. He's not listening to Yoda, and he thinks Yoda is just this creature that doesn't have a lot of strength in him. But then when he sees Yoda pull that ship out of the swamp, Luke is just, wow. He's like, he pulled that out of the swamp? What? Yeah, it was crazy. Let's talk more about the beginning, the Wampa scene. I think that is a very, very cool creature. The Wampa in the original was portrayed a lot like Jaws. He was not shown a lot. It only showed like his side and his claws, but not the full creature. Now, in the 2004 Special Edition, they show the full Wampa. Personally, I like both. I think the Wampa does look cool in the Special Edition. However, there's one problem where the Wampa's, his arm's gone. He's like, oh, that's the only flaw of the Special Edition. But I still like the design of the Wampa. It's a million times better than the original design of the Wampa in the Empire Strikes Back deleted Wampa scene. That was a horrible design. Probably one of the worst Star Wars designs I've ever seen. And I'm glad that scene was cut out. When the Wampas stormed the base, the Rebel base, it just felt so out of place, and I'm happy they cut that out. It probably would have made The Empire Strikes Back a completely different film if they kept that scene in there. Thankfully, they did not. Let's talk more about betrayal. This whole film, the Rebels are running. You know, everyone is betrayed by the Empire. You know, not betrayed, sorry. But everyone is betrayed by Lando near the end, and the Empire is tracking down Han, Leia, Chewie, C-3PO, and R2-D2. Their side of the story is more a action-oriented side of the story, and, you know, the Empire is tracking them down. We finally see Boba Fett for the first time in a Star Wars film. However, he was in the Star Wars Holiday Special in 1978, but however, this was his first on-screen debut in 1980 for The Empire Strikes Back. Boba Fett is a very, very cool bounty hunter character. I really enjoy his green design, and he is a very unique, interesting character. Too bad his character was ruined in The Return of the Jedi, but we will get there when that film will be reviewed very, very soon. But, ladies and gentlemen, I really think it's really creepy that Darth Vader's just waiting for them inside Bespin. And I'm happy that eventually Lando, turns back to the good side and helps out the characters. Han is frozen in carbonite. Originally, Han Solo, Harrison Ford, was not going to come back for Return of the Jedi. He just did not want to come back. So they froze him in carbonite just in case he would come back, or just in case he wouldn't come back. And I think him coming back at the last minute really did have a major impact on Return of the Jedi. But we will get there very, very soon for that review. Luke versus Darth Vader is one of the best scenes in Star Wars history. It is riveting and intense. Luke is just getting, teased by Darth Vader. Darth Vader is just testing Luke, and Luke is just not strong enough to beat this big Sith Lord, and near the end gets his freaking hand cauterized by Darth Vader's lightsaber, and it is revealed that Darth Vader is Luke's father. And at the end, the rebels are looking out the window, and they're like, well, crap, we've lost. And I really enjoy the bigger, darker moments in Empire Strikes Back. The music is a million times better. I think the audio and the quality of the film overall is a million times better than the original. Like I said in my original Star Wars review that came out, I think, 2 weeks ago, I said the audio was very muffled. This film has a perfect audio, sound. It's very good. You can hear almost everything. The music is loud. Everything's loud and perfect. Great movie. I enjoy the darker tone. I enjoy the writing, the banter between the characters. It's flawless. I enjoy Yoda. He's a great character. Oh, yeah, and Obi-Wan coming back, too, as a Force ghost is very, very cool. And this movie is just a overall darker, more serious, awesome action film, awesome space sci-fi genre film, and I love Star Wars Episode 5 and The Empire Strikes Back. I am going to give this film a solid A+. This movie is good. It is a good film, and I recommend it to anyone who wants to watch Star Wars. Don't watch the prequels. Watch the original first, and then watch the prequels. Next, we're getting to The Empire Strikes Back. Return of the Jedi, sorry. I have mixed opinions on this film. Originally, I actually found this film decent and good. I actually liked it. I didn't have a lot wrong with this film. I did, but then I saw some reviews yesterday, and I actually do have a lot wrong with this film, so I can't wait to review Return of the Jedi, probably tomorrow. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment down below. What do you think about this film? Let me know down in the comment section. Bug-Eye Manny, signing off. Bye everyone.